Alrighty guys, it says I'm live. If I am, hello all you lovely people out there. My name is Tyson, and in today's live stream, as you can tell by the title, I'm back at it again with LEGO DC Supervillains. And today this was actually weeks ago, I started watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and it's a really good show. So I decided, hey, I made a video of customs based on, I think it was like the Arkham games. After I played those, so I figured, hey, why not make Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. customs? I'm like on I'm on like season 5 out of 7, but I did Google some of these characters to make that like their closest season 7 appearances, except for some of the people that were only shown in certain seasons. But let's just start. First up, we have Phil Coulson, aka Agent Coulson. And director of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm just going in order. I'm just gonna have the second person ready. Okay, so we got Agent Coulson. Now, sadly, I couldn't make it to where their blasters only glowed blue to represent the icers from the show, but they used normal guns too, so it's pretty normal. He doesn't really have anything special. It's just like a normal agent with a gun, but he's pretty cool. Next up is one of the less main characters that was only in 2 seasons, Lincoln Campbell? Yeah, Lincoln Campbell. Campbell? I don't know. One of those two. We got Lincoln. And if you watched the show, you know that he doesn't really do anything special except for this. He does have electric powers, because that's what his inhuman ability was in the show. He's pretty cool. I think I did really good with the design. I was going to do his actual Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. like costume, but I couldn't for the main reason that there was nothing that looked like that, so I just decided to go for his more civilian look that Lincoln used when he was like on the run from the government, or the watchdogs, whatever they were. So I think I did pretty good with this one. What? Okay, well, apparently I didn't take that part off of the character that was on there before him. Next up, we have Agent Daisy Johnson, also known as Quake. I think I did pretty good with this design. I got, like, the gauntlets, the boots. It's pretty basic. At first, I just had to, because her costume in Season 7 has a lot of, well, not a lot, but subtle hints of purple. The only issue with that is there wasn't a body that matched it except for like the custom one, but I didn't like that, so I decided to just use the Catwoman body piece. I think it looked really good. She could do that, which I forgot to add like a actually quaking type thing, but that looks about as close as I can get. She could do this. I wish it didn't have like I wish it just had like the sonar part instead of the actual like little beams, because if it just had the sonar part, it'd have been a lot better, because it would have looked more like her actual blasts. Anyway, next up we have Agent Alfonso McKenzie, also known as Mac. He was very hard to do, like the chest plate part anyway, because the outfit that he wears, there's nothing like it. And I didn't want to make this fully black because it looked a little off. I tried to kind of incorporate his love of axes, because he literally has a shotgun axe. This is about as close as I could get to a shotgun axe, even though it doesn't look anything like a shotgun. It's still an axe, so don't judge me. I think I did pretty good with him. Next up, we have Robbie Reyes, also known as Ghost Rider. He was only in Season 4, but he was such an amazing character. I loved his Ghost Rider so much, I just had to incorporate it. So, of course, he has flame powers. He can do this, if I can hold it. He can do that and make it like fire. I made it to where he can super jump, just because it's Ghost Rider. What can he not do? I couldn't sadly incorporate his chain, but I think I did pretty good. His jacket was so hard to try and incorporate because it has like a upside down U type look. So it was kind of hard to do, but I think this jacket's as best as I could. And I didn't want to just use the skull face because it's such a bland, stupid looking face. And his Ghost Rider looks awesome, so I used the face of Phantasm with the Firestorm hair. And I think it looked really good in the end. Next up, we have Agent Bobbie Morris. I love the way that this turned out. And I know her suit is blue, not gray. And I also know that, yes, this is a guy's chest piece, but this is as close as I could get to her actual design, because the legs, I couldn't find a color to match the original one that I chose. And this was just a wreck of a design to make, but I think it turned out, excuse me, I think it turned out very well. And you got like the little batons that she uses, and I think that was a pretty good design. I really enjoyed making it, although it took forever. Next up, we have Grant Ward. Now, when I made Ward, I was deciding whether or not to... What the heck was that? Okay, apparently I missed a few things to turn off. Oh, wait, no, I remember now. I remember why I turned that on. This is what I was about to say before I got interrupted by whatever the heck that was. So, I gave him the ability to... I was going to make Hive at first instead of Ward, so I could do kind of like two characters in one. Have it Ward and have it Hive. That's the whole reason he does this. Because, you know, Hive has like the... he had like the weird sort of sand-looking power, so that was like as close as I could get. So that's what all this stuff is. It's just like that. But other than that, this is supposed to be Grant Ward. I kind of forgot to turn that other stuff off. That may be why he can't hardly shoot the gun. But anyway, I still think it was a good design. I went for like his more civilian look because that's practically all he wore is just jackets. Anyway, next up we have Lance Hunter. This was the worst design of all. I hate how this turned out, and the gun just would not change to black no matter how many times I tried. I actually very don't like this design, but there was nothing I could make work for this. The face is fine, but like the rest of it just doesn't look great, and I'm very disappointed with how this turned out. But yeah, this is supposed to be Hunter. Yeah, that's... And apparently he can still grow, because he was on the Scarecrow set. Oh my god, let me change you. Second to last, we have Dr. Gemma Simmons, rocking her, like, Season 7 appearance. I gave her a magnifying glass, because she's a doctor, and I couldn't think of another weapon to give her, because... Other than icers, she doesn't really use anything, and I've already given guns to everybody else except for Quake and Bobbie Morris, so I kind of wanted to change it up. So I gave her a little magnifying glass. I think it was pretty funny, and I think that the design turned out very well. When I was looking up images of her from Season 7, it was so hard to find a good one because every other image would have a different hairstyle. Sometimes it'd be slicked back in a ponytail. Others, it would be like this hair that I'm pretty sure they used in the Lego Marvel's Avengers game when they did the, like, Season 2 Quake. But, yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. She just throws, like, magnifying glass. She just beats people up with it. She doesn't really have, like, a special thing other than that, but, finally, we have Leo Fitz, or as he's better known, just Fitz. This is actually a very accurate representation of one of the Season 7 images that I saw, and he is an engineer, so I did indeed give him a wrench. I think that's a wrench, yeah. That looks like a wrench. I went back and forth on the hair for this one multiple times, because I was debating whether or not to give him the Superman hair, or if I was going to give him the other hair that looks more like his. I think this hair is actually better on him. I very much so like it better than the other one. But yeah, that was my Lego DC Supervillains Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Customs. There will be a part 2. I'm going to make a part 2 with these characters for the main reason of I'm missing so many characters like Jeffrey Mace, who was only in a few episodes throughout, I think it was season 4, when they were in the framework and stuff like that. That was season 4. Yeah, he was only in a couple episodes, but his character was still really important, so I am going to make Jeffrey Mace the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. that was in there for a couple episodes. I'm also going to be making Elena and Yo-Yo, because it's the same person. She's the one with the super speed. Yeah, I'm going to be making Yo-Yo next. In the next one, I'm going to be making... Who else did I miss? I've probably missed more people from season 7 and 6 that I haven't gotten to yet. I'm going to be making... what's his name? I haven't been watching the show. I haven't watched it in a couple days. Deke. I'm going to be making him. And a couple other characters, like, maybe the big bad, what's his face from the first season? I forgot his name. The dude from Hydra. Might make him. I don't know. But I still have a couple characters that I need to make that I'm missing. So I'll get on that probably in a couple of days, because I already have another batch of characters that I'm really excited to make. So let me know what you guys thought about these customs, if they were any good or not, and I will see you guys probably later. So, peace out.